Well, hello everybody. How are you doing? Leeds United against Hull City. We're back with the Watchalong. If you have just come over from the Burnley Watchalong, listen, big win for Burnley. Big win for the title picture, for the promotion picture, but mostly a big result, a significant result when it comes to how this is going to play out. It feels like this is massive. It really does feel like that was a big result, but this is a big game. For me, it feels like a really big game. So Leeds going up against a newly maybe lease of life, if that's a way of putting it. Hull City, with the new manager in, and it feels like this is a big one for Leeds because Burnley have just got an excellent win at Blackburn Rovers, somehow managing another clean sheet with 0.21 XG. And still doing it with another clean sheet, 9 goals. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know in the comment section. Can you hear me now? You should be able to. Hold on, but that's not. We want this one. Is it working? Are we all good? Are we all good? Missed the hair review, mate. Missed the hair review. Yeah. So basically, it's I got it cut out this morning. Not cut out, but I just had it done a bit shorter. So that's the thing with bleach, man. Might get it done again though. Might get it done again. I just quite like looking like Gianni Alioski. Do you know what I mean? But slap a like on the video, everybody. We'll get you running up in the chat as well. Thank you so much for all of you joining me today as well. You are the real ones, the OGs. It's always really good to see you here. All the regulars as well. But slap a like on the video as always. Let's get polls running up in the chat. Are you happy? Are you happy with the starting 11? Let me know in the comment section. We're going to get that starting 11 up and all your data bits just in a sec. Guys, have you liked the video? Yes, I have. Or no, I'll do it now, mate. No, I'll do it now. Keeping you guys all on a tight leash. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so starting 11 for Leeds United. Ilan Mele, Jayden Bogle, Max Verber, Joe Rodon, Ethan Ampadu. So we're expecting Ethan at the back there in terms of a centre-back partnership. Max wide left, which I didn't mind at all, to be honest. He actually provided width. I like Sam, but he can't run with the ball at his feet on the left-hand side. He can't do it. Verber can. And then in the midfield, you've got Tanaka and Rothwell. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. Yeah, as I said, as you were in midfield, expected it. Going forward, Aronson, I'd have liked him to have got a little bit of a rest. Have to say that. Would have liked him to got a little bit of a rest at some stage. You have got to rest Brendan Aronson. I think that's just going to become obvious. The thing is, if Aronson gets injured, then what? Do you know what I mean? Then what? I think you've got to mold someone in that position as well to just almost go in when Aronson isn't fit or needs a rest. Dan James, don't mind it. Solomon, don't mind it. Peru is what it is. Is what it is. Okay. Key players for each side, and I'm going to manipulate this a little bit. Obviously, as you guys know, I'm going to go with Pedro for their key player for this one. I think we can get, but the last time we played them was Louis Coyle. Louis Coyle was the problem. So I'm going to manipulate that a little bit and actually go with Louis Coyle because he seems to always have a really good game against Leeds. For this one again, Brendan Aronson, that creative spark. I think he's the key player in most of these games, to be honest with you, just in terms of central attacking midfield. I think it's going to be a big game for him today because he is... it's potentially going to be a tough one for him just because of how many minutes he's played. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So The last results between the two sides, obviously Leeds picking up the last two results, 2-0 and 3-1. And then obviously previously, very much of the Marcelo Bielsa era, the 4-0 rout at the KC. Big chances missed between the both sides. Hull have actually missed 34, which was an increase on Blackburn's last week of 24. And Leeds at 43. Team rating via SofaScore, we've got an LWL for Hull in their last 5. Leeds not losing in their last 5 with a 7.05 rating. Goals conceded per match. Leeds at 0.6. Hull at 1.3. Goals per match. Leeds scoring nearly 2 goals per match. Hull just on the number 1 starting point. And then expected goals. Leeds touching close 50. Hull on 30. So, yeah, big game ahead, everybody. Big game ahead. Really interested to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. We've got 400 watching on all platforms. Shout out to you guys. Listen, if I miss any donations, apologies, but I will shout you out. You guys are the OGs. Thank you so much. Are you happy with the starting 11? And are you happy with Connor's hair? Big poll, everyone. Big poll. Hi, Alex. How's it going, mate? With Sunderland and Blades looking to add Barry and Diaz, do you think Leeds need to add, or are we going to be naive again? I don't know. I think the problem is in this month, we all get a little bit unnerved by what other people are doing. And I get that normally. I completely get that normally. But I think right now we're in a position of which it's very decent. Like we're in a position of which Leeds have the most depth in the division. Maybe. I think we're now on par with Burnley. I'll be honest. I think I didn't realise how they've got 6 bodies injured. And a lot of them are starting players. And a lot of them are coming back pretty soon. You know, when you look at Benson, Sarmiento was back today. Bayer. I just look at that Ekdal, another one. And then I just think they've brought Barnes in and they brought another body in this week as well, who I think is good for experience. But then they've got a good, strong starting 11 and a good bench as well. You know, J. Rodriguez didn't get on the pitch today. And at a championship level, he's a good player. I just look at it and I think they have got options. They've got options and they've got players coming back. And I think if Burnley to add maybe a couple more, yeah, I don't think they're going to be far away. But it does kind of make you think, should Leeds be doing more? But I don't know. I don't know. Team is more than good enough. Hi, Connor. I think Pascal is on his way out over Irish media. That Irish international Andrew Bamadelli is going to Leeds on loan. Yeah, I've not seen anything on that, mate, to be honest with you, in terms of Bamadelli, in terms of updates that I've spoken on at the beginning of the week. What I will say about Pascal is if he's to go and we're to replace him with a loanee in Andrew Bamadelli, who I believe isn't left-footed, that would be the biggest downgrade I've seen in a long time, to be honest. Yeah, Pascal is irreplaceable at this level, in my opinion. And I think that's why you're looking at him going to maybe Premier League clubs. Grundonate becoming more and more apparent that Farke will always start Brendan Aronson over Largy and Nonso. Yeah, mate, 100%. I think he's just sticking by his guns. Like, it's one of those where he said multiple times that he doesn't see wingers as central attacking midfielders, which I don't think's a right way of looking at it. Nonso's played in the 10 before. Solomon's played in the 10 before. They both have number 10 tendencies as well. And I keep saying this till it'll give me blue in the face. Brendan Aronson hadn't played in the central attacking midfield role once at Leeds United in a long time because he was playing wide left in pre-season. Rutter was sold. 5 days later, Brendan Aronson was playing in the number 10 role. So I don't think it's all about training in that number 10 role. I think if you have tendencies to play there and you played there before, I think that transitional element isn't that difficult, to be honest with you. But people will tell you it's really difficult because they try base it on this tactico thing, but it's not. Everything will be going down our right with Bogle and James. Verbal will probably be quiet. I agree, mate. Paul says, strong starting lineup. Let's bring the 3 points home. Indeed, mate. The big one to look at, today is Sheffield United. Go have a look at their squad if you haven't for this game. Who gets Barry goes up. I think if Sunderland are able to get him, that is a very, very interesting move. Apparently, they want to sell him to the Championship as well, don't they? Our home team's good enough. Our team's good enough, but our manager isn't. Ryan says, I'd be stunned if the 49ers sanction a move for Pascal this window. Just joined Connor. What happened with Blackburn today? FFS. Yeah, they were just a bit too good for him, mate, to be honest. I mean, Burnley weren't even that great, but overall, they were just better. I felt they were better anyway from watching the game for 90 minutes. Forget about Farke putting Nonso in the 10. It's getting boring. I agree, Cal. I agree. But, you know, if we don't talk about Aronson getting out the squad, what have we got to talk about? No, but I think it is one of those where Leeds maybe need help in that role. I think the big thing is we know other teams are going to strengthen. That's pretty obvious. Other teams are going to strengthen. I think Sheffield are going to bring 4 or 5 in. What Leeds have right now is the fact that all of our depth is gelled. You haven't really got a lot of Burnley's depth gelling because a lot of them have been injured, and they're going to have to do that in the second part of the season. Does that mean they'll have a little bit of an impact in the second half of the season? You know, potentially, when you're looking at it. But I also think this is going to be a tough period for Sheffield United. They need to bring bodies in. It's a horrible window to bring bodies in, and they need to bring really good bodies in. And teams are going to know that Sheffield United need to bring bodies in. It's the first takeover. It's the first month of the takeover, and today they should. I think they may lose that game today. I guess if they come away from Watford with a win, it's a right win for that Sheffield United side. It is. I mean, they are decimated at the minute. They're absolutely decimated. But they still have really good players in that side. You know, they've got Kiefer Moore, Ryan Brewster, Hamer, O'Hare, and I just will not hear. I will not hear from it that that isn't a good Championship starting 11 for me. Okay, should we just show the starting 11 again, just so you guys can have a quick look at it again? I know some of you haven't seen it, so let's have a look. So yeah, the starting 11 for Leeds: Debayo, Schmidt, Byram, Gilvogi, Ramazani, Nonso, Gelhardt, Joseph on the bench as well. Differences I would have made for this one is I would have gone for Joseph up top. I'd have gone Nonso in the 10, and I'd have started. No, I'd have left it. I'd have left Ramazani on the bench for this one. Yeah, I'd have left him on the bench for this one. I think Solomon's done enough, and he's providing a hell of a lot. The good thing is, everybody, this sounds really arrogant as well. We're up against Hull. So that's not from a Hull standpoint in terms of like, oh, you're crap, but it's from a Leeds standpoint. And if you don't beat Hull, then okay, what we're talking about here? You know, what are we really talking about here? And that's not arrogant. It's you know, if you're top of the table and vying for the not just promotion but the league title, yeah, you got to be beating Hull City. Football's not played on paper, of course it's not, but it should be for a lot of it. Pascal is injured. Yeah. Jimmy says, Moore is a very good striker. Sheffield is not getting the best out of him. Fair enough, mate. Jim says, really hope Watford do us a favour. You read the bench first and gave me a heart attack. Was Nonso in the 10 at Sheffield Wednesday? He was class in that game. Yeah, mate. Well, he wasn't technically, but he was brilliant in that game, yeah. And he was pretty much just using, he was floating around, wasn't he? Just doing his own thing, I felt, in that Sheffield Wednesday game. The thing is, he just, like, when you look at it, he's got, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a little Google, right? AI can tell us, right? Okay, so central, because if you don't believe me, central attacking midfielder attributes, right? And AI might tell us. Okay, right, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at this as a group. Right, so central attacking midfielder attributes, right? Here we go. Passing ability, yeah? Passing ability, I think statistically it's actually better than Brendan Aronson's in terms of what he does in the final third. Ball control is better than Brendan Aronson's. Turning with the ball, probably similar on that half turn in the space, but the big thing that Nonso has is the low center of gravity. Shooting, I think striker of the ball, Nonso is better at striking a ball than Brendan Aronson, in my opinion. Receiving the ball under pressure, I would say when you receive the ball under pressure and go forward and you press resistant, I think Nonso's better. Aerial ability, split probably. Awareness, maybe give it to Aronson. I think Aronson's probably more aware in that role. I'd go with that. Stamina, Aronson. Defending, Aronson. So there you go. Yeah, choose what you'd pick in terms of central attacking midfield role, but let's not pretend that Nonso couldn't do that. Any transfer news, Connor? Nothing today, mate. Burnley beating Blackburn. annoys me. How could we not do that? And Paul, it was, I guess when you look at Ewood Park, Sheffield United have done it, haven't they? Beat them 2-0 down there, and you've got Burnley doing the exact same thing. So, yeah, look, it is what it is. There are games that are going to suit Leeds. There are games that are not going to suit Leeds. And, yeah, I think it's pretty abundantly clear that if we play Blackburn 400 times, we would probably draw or maybe lose to them 399 times. It just feels like that, doesn't it? It just feels like they are a problem to us, and they will consistently be a problem to us, which is a little bit annoying. Guys, are you enjoying? My girlfriend's just said the camera quality is really good. Have you noticed the camera quality? I've really tried to up it. I've spent a lot of money, a stupid amount of money on a new bloody camera. But yeah, this is what I'd have gone for, guys. Not that any of you care. But Melier, Bogle, Rodon, Strauch, Byram. Obviously, this is pre-game, so Byram is clearly ill. Strauch also out. Rothwell and Ampadu, I'd have gone there in the midfield. James, Nonso, Solomon, and Joseph. That's what I'd have gone for. UHD, Connor, spot on. Good. I'm happy you're actually enjoying it. It's very, very decent. I'm using a Sigma, Mr. Anthro, 1.4 mate. So, yeah. Jimmy says, are Blackburn the bogey team to Leeds? They are, Jim. 100%. They 100% are, it feels like. Also, if anybody's watching, Michael Bridges is Adidas Special top. What are we saying about that, lads? What are we saying about that? You know what I mean? Where's he got a bit of style from? You know what I'm saying? Adidas Special. And Michael Bridges, you're joking, mate. What a great combination. He's even got the Leeds United smiley badge on. Fuck me. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent, lads. If you're not watching it, I'm giving them a little bit of a promo there. You know, we haven't got that production level here. 120 quid in the sale. It's just the badge, man. It's just the badge. It's just the badge. Boy in the bandana, shout out to you, my man. I see you all the time. Hi, Connor. Keep so will come good this season. He just needs a chance in the number 10. Hope Joffy gets some mins. Yeah, mate, I can't see it. I can't see it with Joffy. I can see him go to Rangers, to be honest. I've just got this thought in my mind that he might go to Rangers. But yeah, I'm seeing that one, to be honest, man. Nonto will come good this season. He just needs a chance in the number 10. I agree. I completely agree. And look, I think some players get chances in this 11 a little bit more than others in the fan base. I think William Nonto is, look, we have dizzy expectations for him, and that's maybe why the criticisms are a little bit more widespread of him. Or maybe he needs to hit different levels like Ramazani, but it feels a bit unfair sometimes, I think, some of the criticism towards him. But cheers, mate. Really appreciate that. And for anybody who, yeah, really, really appreciate that. So thank you so much. Jimmy says Bridges did have a cultured first touch. He did. It does look impressive. Nice contrast. Good one, Mr. Anthrope. Thanks so much, mate. I'm glad it's showing through. UHD, you know it, Paul. Oh, dear me. Mate, I don't know where he's gone. I don't know where he's gone. And he needs to come back. He keeps telling me. I keep going on his stream and I keep seeing. Basically, guys, we do a show every single week. Well, we were trying to do a show, right? Let me tell you the last time we did the show, right? So I fronted it. I said, look, at that moment, Jim, the Sheffield United fan, I said, look, you're better than us. And he said to me, can you see Leeds going up? And I said, at that moment, when our away form was in the bin, and every time we surfaced on a different pitch, aside from Ellen Road, we were terrible. I said, you know what? Right now, I can't see it. I can't see it because that consistency has to be there away from home. Since that stream, they've not won a football match. And you know what? He's never here. He's never here. He's on his stream saying that he'll always front it and he'll always come on the channel. Lads, I'm trying to get him back on. A Sheffield United fan. I'm trying to get this Sheffield United back on to front it. And then I go on his stream and he keeps saying that that they're on 51 points. Look, they still think that they're on 51 points. In football, when you docked points, that doesn't mean you still have points, no matter what your manager says. So this is what I'm struggling with, lads and lasses, at the minute. I'm trying to get battle lines going again. I'm trying to get it, but he's just not available. Never available. I need you to all go badger him. Never here. But listen, I fronted it. I fronted it for 2 separate weeks when we weren't doing as well as they were, and I've not seen him once. So it's a shame, mate. It's a shame, but he'll be back on soon, I'm sure. Simon says getting back on Conor with 10 points clear of the Blades. Mate, that might be when it's it. I mean, if they were to lose today, let's have a look where they are at the table. So they're on the third, aren't they? But they're on 49. Championship. This is massive, you know, if they lost. My God, if they lost, right? If they lost, we'd be 6 points ahead of them. That is mental, isn't it? 6 points. This is how big this game is, guys. And if they lost as well and Sunderland beat Portsmouth at home, they'd go fourth. It's how mad this league is. Morning, Connor. 3-0 Leeds. Yes, mate. Ducking worse than John Jones. You know it, mate. You know it. But guys, what I'd love, if you can do, if you're enjoying this and you think some of your mates would enjoy it, make sure you share it around, because I share it around as much as I can, to be honest, but sometimes I need a bit of help sharing it, promoting it, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, who cares? It's just a bit of fun, Steve. Come on, bet you're fun at parties. It's a bit of fun. What do you want to talk about, Steve? The Stephen Dixon 2 show. Steve, what do you want to talk about, mate? Let me know in the comment section below after your rude rebuttal there, mate. But don't worry, we're back on. It's Leeds versus Hull. It's Hull's biggest game of the season. It's a game that Leeds United simply have to win. You guys know what to do. Get your timers sorted with mine, and we'll get going, people. We'll get going, and hopefully a big Leeds win. Get your thoughts in the comment section below. What you're going with today? Afterwards, everybody, we're going to be back there with the instant match reaction. Don't worry, we're not on 102 minutes. We refresh it as soon as the match gets going. But yeah, we will be here. 0-2. Goose is back with him saying he cares. Good lad, Goose. Good lad. Yeah, Neil 2. It made me laugh there. Where's the blonde gone? Okay, so we're not going on the whole side today. Panda, Louis Coyle, Jones, McLaughlin, Pedro, Alzate, Puerta, Slater, Jacob, Kamara, and Burstow. Jacob's had a bit of a, not Jacob, Kamara's had a bit of a stinker, to be honest, that I feel when I've seen him play. 2-0, 3-1, Greg's in the building, 2-0, 0-2 Leeds. Medial says 2-1 Leeds, 0-1 Leeds, 1-2 Leeds, 1-3 Leeds, 0-4 Leeds United, says Alistair. 1-5, 3-0 says Carl. Yeah, guys. 4-0 says Paul in the building. Hey, Paul. 1-0 says Ben. Yeah, a lot of big wins. So Leeds with the lineup: Verba, Ampadu, Rodon, Bogle, as we sort of expected in the back four. Rothwell, Tanaka, Ampadu, James, Solomon on the other side. Yeah. Hi, Connor. Any transfer news? Not of today, mate. Not as today. Yeah, we'll be back, obviously, on Monday. John, surprising, mate. Surprising. John, who are part of the, if you guys don't know, John is part of the Robin Hood's Bay Whites. I'm surprised at that from you, John. 0-0. Draw at best today. Kingy, I expected that from you, pal. But I can see a 2-1 loss. Gaz says, I think we slip up today. Do you know what, lads? I don't. Sometimes I can be the realist one, but I can't see it today. 3-1 Leeds. We should have way too much from. I think you're all a bit nervous because Burnley have won. Am I right? You're a bit nervous. Burnley have won. We've got to respond, haven't we? We've got to respond. Burnley will be loving this, by the way. Playing first and winning is what a feeling. Big game for the Tigers today, though. They love this one. People in the chat in the One Leeds Patreon group are saying 2-0, 1-1. And yeah, guys, if you want to join the Patreon, you can see the Nancy Froston full interview link in the description below, but you can also be part of the chat as well. Okay, so we're about to get going, everybody. Make sure you're on timer with me. The pitch looks absolutely terrible, and Leeds get going. In the crystal white kit. Come on, you boys. I mean, that is not the time. So we will adjust that. Don't worry, guys. We are not on 45 minutes. I've just been watching the Burnley game. But Hull with an instant press. And you do wonder if Hull have maybe learned something from what Blackburn were trying to do, which I would expect Leeds have just got to have the tempo. Leeds have got to have the tempo in this game. We've got to move the ball a lot quicker because it was not quick enough at all. I mean, guys, the time has still not come up. Apologies. So this is where we're at. That's where we're at. Okay. Hull have it. Playing out from the back. Obviously, Hull with a new manager as well in... Leeds recover it. Thought they'd gone through there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this works, to be honest, because Ampadu at the back with Rodon. We know they've had a good relationship before, but very, very interesting how quickly Hull... So I've just watched the Burnley game, right? And building out from the back, they were pretty decent. I thought Burnley, they were pretty decent. And it's going to be interesting to see Ruben Sellers' side, which is naturally going to press high up. Did a really good job at Reading, didn't he? And he's just going to be screaming on the sidelines for the full 90. So Leeds have got to deal with this now. Big game for them as well in terms of getting out of that zone. Relegation, that is. Scrappy start. The pitch looks absolutely horrendous. Horrendous. Louis Coyle at right back. The pitch looks massive. Looks absolutely massive. And we're hoping Solomon can get at him. Solomon had an all right game against him earlier on this season. And Solomon wins it back. Loses it. Had it and then lost it. Hull come away with it here. Kamara. Up against Rothwell. And Kamara wins the throw. The pitch is a problem, guys. The pitch is a problem, as you guys are all quite rightly saying. Man, I hate these pitches. I remember it at Ewood Park. You got to deal at Ewood Park. You just got to deal with it. But these pitches at Championship level are just awful. Dan James nicks it. Dan James with the press nicked it, and it just didn't go in his favour. If Dan James had won that, he'd have been in. Dan James, obviously originally from Beverley and Hull. I just like to see us pressing them when they're trying to build out from the back, like, harry them a little bit. But I think that's set by the man up top who literally moves through treacle. Jones blocked by Peru. We'll have to keep an eye on that Sheffield game, lads. Have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, if they're trying to play the way out from the back, everybody, out from the back, we've got to be looking at that. We have got to be looking at that to press the friggers. Oh God, can we just watch the game? LUTV is so bad, isn't it? The coverage is so average. It literally took 40 seconds for them to put a timer on the screen. Verba plays the ball forward. Unlucky. Nearly wins it back as well. Verba all the way. Well done, Verba. Presses them all the way back. Hull managed to clear it. The guys, come on. Leeds, come on now. This is why, as well, everybody, against Blackburn, we missed a couple of decent chances. We can't be doing that against this lot. We just can't be doing that against this lot. We've got to be more ruthless. We've got the most XG in the division. We've got to be more ruthless in front of goal. I'm still not happy. I know we've scored 45 goals, but with the amount of chances we create, most big chances missed, most big chances created, highest XG. Leeds have got to be scoring. We score early here. It's game over. It is game over if we score early. Rodon, Bogle. That's poor ball from Bogle in front of Aronson. Switch. Oh, and Kamara's in. It's just fucking typical, isn't it? The one I said, don't watch out. Like, don't watch out. Fox, he's been crap on loan from Norwich. Fucking shit, Leeds. Absolutely fucking wank. Again. Well done, Leeds. Absolute fucking shit. Fuck's sake. My French. I'm sorry for swearing a lot. I'm so pissed off. He's shit. He is shit. Literally Norwich fans were laughing at him last week. Norwich fans who sold him to Hull were laughing at him last week. Why is he there? Don't worry though, guys. Our defense is class with Ethan in there. I'm not just blaming him, by the way. I'm not just blaming him there, but the unit, Verber and Ethan Ampadu there. What the fuck is that? Absolutely splits them both. And then the absolute calamity. Absolute calamity. What is he doing coming out? Clean him out. Get there. If you're coming that far out, you've got to make it, mate. You've got to make it, or you've got to do something to put him off. Absolute piss take goalkeeper. He just stands there, comes out and just stands there. Fuck's sake. 1-0 down inside 5 minutes. Can we just turn up? Oh, Aronson kicks the ball out of play. Leeds have started like a bunch of dickheads. Mind my language, but they have. I'm absolutely fuming with that. 22nd, man. 22nd. Opportunity there. Get your heads up. Get your heads up. Start the game better. It's been a crap start. Unbelievable. What is he doing in net? What is he doing in net? And you'll still have people saying it's not him. It's not in his class. He doesn't even try put Kamara off. He just stands there. Unbelievable, Leeds United. Well, uphill task already. 4 minutes in against Hull City. Rodon, what are you doing? Rodon on skates. Leeds have started just appallingly bad. Peru. Oh, God, he's so slow and easy to mark, Peru. It's unbelievable. Good finisher, but my goodness. In terms of a press, in terms of off the ball, he offers nothing. Nothing. Just tried to turn outside of trouble there. He turns into the defender and slowly moves back around. Ampadu does well. Got to be something here for Leeds. Ethan Ampadu. Ampadu. Please finish. Off the line. You can't believe it. It's off the line. You can't believe it. Is it going to be one of those days for Leeds United? How's that not gone in? How's that not gone in? Hull block it on the line. Ampadu did so well there. Ball ricochets to Peru. And Aronson wants it to his feet. Aronson's never going to get to you there, mate. Aronson's in front of about 40 men there. Leeds have got a corner, and we've gone all the way back again from a corner, which is a trademark of Leeds United. Tanaka, I'm so pissed off, guys. I'm so pissed off with this. Aronson. Tanaka. Move it quicker. Move the ball quicker. You're against Hull City. My goodness. Rothwell. Tanaka. We just love letting teams back in it, don't we? In terms of this just a promotion race. Dan James knocks it in. Solomon gets up. Good defending. Verber. Tanaka. Bogle. Let's go forward. It's because the guy up top offers nothing in terms of movement. Move, Peru. Ampadu. Brilliant from Ampadu. Solomon. Peru. Crap effort. Lethargic and lazy. Rodon. Better from Leeds. That's how we should have started, but 1-0 down. My God. Solomon. Loads of space. Verber on the overlap. Come on. Aronson. No, Aronson gets himself in that position 500 times a game and cannot finish it off from there. He does it all the time. I'm sorry I'm negative at the minute, but I'm 1-0 down to Hull City. But I never get off my seat when Aronson is. I can see this happening from a mile off. Verber's actually done really, really well here. Lovely ball into Aronson, and we see that so much where the ball's cut back to him. First time finish, you can't do it. Can't do it. Scuffed. Lee will leave then, mate. Leave. Go somewhere else. Jesus Christ, I'm not forcing you to watch, mate. I'm not forcing any of you to watch. Leave. It's dead simple. Go somewhere else, mate. I'm not bothered. Really, really not bothered. So hard to watch that you're here in the first place, fella. Yeah, we should have Swaggy, man. You're right. Yeah, mate. Could be a lot better. Could be a lot better. Oh, man. Niall, unbelievable, mate. It's just mad when you get like, I don't understand why you get, and I never do this really. I don't ever come back to the chat in watch-alongs or anything like that. I'll disagree and stuff. But when you come in and watch it, and you're so hard to watch. Well, go away then. Do you know what I mean? You know what you're here to watch. Go and watch someone else. Do you know what I mean? If you don't like the opinions that I'm going to give, that's absolutely fine. This isn't good enough right now. It's not good enough. It's early on in the game, but it's got to be better than that. It's got to be much better than that. This team are 22nd, standards and expectations. Swear to God. It's unbelievable. Like it's just like, oh, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. No, it's not good enough. Come on. And Sheffield United have gone 1-0 up. 1-0 Sheffield United. There we go. Aronson. Dan James. Ball in. Saved. Yep. Sheffield winning. I know. It's insanity. It's insanity. We've started the way we have. And Hull are about, we're watching Hull right now. We've got to get back into this. Of course we have. And I think we will. But you know what I mean? Currently, we're all on level points. Hull coming forward again here. Corner Hull. Gustavo Hamer. No, mate, I'm positive we'll turn it round as well, mate. I am. It's just not good enough, is it? And we've seen this. Look, we've had two really good wins away from home, and we've all been really positive on this channel. We've been so positive on this channel. But if you dare to call them out, sometimes we've got a section of the fan base who cannot stand it. They can't stand it, and they're all there for the positivity, but any realism of this not being good enough, they don't want to hear it. And I mentioned at the very beginning of this, it's we've got to start taking our chances. We've already had we've probably had two so far, haven't we? They have one and they score and it's Hull City. What are we doing here? So 15 minutes in, we need to, it needs to be up, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Yep, Gus Hamer again. It's Callum O'Hare as well with the assist. Lads, you can always tell in the first 15 minutes. We say it constantly on this channel. You can always tell in the first 15 minutes how Leeds are going to perform in a game. Always. So let's hope that because we've had a couple of chances, couple of good chances. Rodon's had an absolute shocker of a start as well, lads. Caught out of position at least 3 or 4 times. Whole throw. Launched in the box. Harrison loses out physically. Ball put in. Road on. Rothwell. Verba. Does well. Come on, we've got to increase this tempo. We've got to increase this tempo. Come on now. Come on. Rothwell. Bogle. See, do you know what it is, guys? It's when sometimes, in terms of just the approach of these Leeds United players, sometimes instead of, I find a lot of the time, being confident in your own ability to turn into challenges sometimes, and actually have the confidence that you're going to be a little bit press resistant and bypass a player. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. You can do that. We've got the ability to do that. But a lot of the time, it's a closed body approach. It's a closed body approach of which it's simple to go back. And it's so easy to read as a defender, and especially a team with like 11 men behind the ball. Someone, as we said against Blackburn, has to, I know it's 16 minutes in, but I don't care. We've got to start taking risks. Tanaka, and it's crowded again. And Aronson's on his arse again, which he's now been on the third time in this half. Let's said he needed a rest, and he's completely off it at the minute. Verba, come on. Great ball, Verba. Brilliant ball from Max Verba. Peru on the left-hand side. Don't put the ball. No. Peru, he's offside as well, mate. He's offside. Dan James, there's a cutback there, and he plays the ball across the box. Solomon. Peru. Fucking, oh my God. A Perot touch, and it's a goal kick. Hull, believe it or not, taking the time for the goal kicks, which will now be a thing. 18th minute with the time wasting. 18th minute. This is going to be a long ass game. McLaughlin clears. And this is absolutely no surprise. This is absolutely no surprise, by the way. Do you know what I mean? This sort of comment back. Peru does something wrong, and this is naturally the comment you get back every single time. Literally every 2 minutes. Peru's done this wrong. Well, Joseph's crap. Yeah, it's just I just find it's mind numbing. No offense, knockout, but it's just like how can we not criticize at all, and even big up Peru or Joseph without just slagging the other one off? Do you know what I mean? I can't believe I'm more annoyed as well that Kamara scored. I'm more annoyed that he scored. Literally, like Norwich have done an absolute madness in terms of getting rid of him and done a really good job. I was speaking to one of my mates who's a Norwich fan who's saying, yeah, thank God we've got rid of him, and he's just done that. He just scored a lob from like 30 yards. 1-1. Watford have scored. Bogle. Can we do something, Leeds? James. That's bad, but it's a crap ball from James. We're off it. We're off it. We're off it. We're off it. Passing, intensity, we're just off it. And we need to increase it. We need to increase it. I'm sorry if some of you don't like me saying it, but it's facts. We're off it. You just know that the passing, the efficiency, the tempo, the intensity, and we've got an opportunity. Watford just equalised. Come on. We're just slow. We're slow. I'm watching the Burnley game earlier. Burnley are quicker than this at build-up. They're quicker. We're slow. We naturally love to just conserve the ball and keep it ticking at the back. We'd rather have 800 passes instead of breaking the lines. Better. Peru, Tanaka, Verba. Do you know what? Verba's had a shot, but fair play to him. Fair play to him, Verba. Do you remember in the last match when he had the shot as well towards the back at the end of it? We don't have. Why do our midfield not shoot, guys? Tanaka here. Tanaka, it's laid off for him. Just get it on your left foot and have a strike. I'm not having a go at Verba there. I think Verba's done well. I think he's actually had a crack. I'm absolutely sick of us getting around the penalty box. And unless it's some of the obvious names, we don't shoot. We don't, at least Verba's trying. This is trying to have a shot at goal. Like, it's very irritating sometimes. And I'm sure we can all admit it when we get in and around the box and the midfielders just don't shoot. Bogle. Rothwell's down. Jason, why do we never go 2 up front? I don't know, mate. I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. This is so frustrating, man. This is so... The 22nd. I don't care if they've got a new manager. I don't care. They've got Abu Kamara up front. Turn out. Come on. Turn out. Ampadu goes long. Ampadu, already the most important player when we're going forward. Bogle on the overlap. Big chance for Leeds. So the thing, Aronson, I love about him, he always wants the ball in these positions, but he screams for it. And half the time, he's just on his arse as Kamara goes for a through ball. This lot have absolutely nothing about them, Hull City. They have nothing about them here. It's up to Leeds, this. Leeds are just playing against themselves. Tanaka. Bogle. Solomon, goal, throwing. Oh, God. I did not have this on my coupon. I did not have this on my bingo card. Honestly, I didn't. And we've had 2, once again, Hull have had 1 chance. We've had 2 really good chances. Brendan Aronson scuffs it, and Manuel Solomon effort cleared off the line. This is where it just gets frustrating, isn't it? And Aronson's on his arse again. He's on his arse. That's about the 5th time Brendan Aronson's been on his arse and just complains at the referee and gets nothing. It's not a foul either. It's not a foul. Brendan Aronson needs to learn to stay on his feet. He's not always going to get the foul. You know, you got to hold yourself there. He's constantly off balance and constantly looking at hitting the deck before even competing. Tanaka, got to play it. Got to play it. Solomon, transitional moment for Leeds United. Solomon up against Coyle, does really well. Perot. I mean, it's an unbelievable opportunity for him. It's an unbelievable opportunity for him. Played behind on his left foot, and Peru scuffs it again. Scuffs it again. But I'm not going to say what everybody else says when Joseph's missed a chance, because there's no point. On his left foot, on the penalty spot, should be a clean effort, and he scuffs it. Really, really good opportunity again for Leeds. Hull on the attack. Pedro. Ball in. Kamara. Headed out. Bogle. We're just second. We're second at the minute. So every competing ball. It's annoying. This is the most annoyed I've been all season, as you can probably tell. I've been doing these watch-alongs all season, and I'm supremely optimistic during the watch-alongs. I'll get frustrated every now and again. This is the most narked off I've been watching a Leeds game. I cannot believe we are 1-0 down. And it's so Leeds United to be 1-0 down in a game like this when you've got an opportunity again. Berber, who actually has had a good start. Solomon, who's getting harassed there by Louis Coyle. I'd love him to just pass it there, Solomon, to be honest, and because Louis Coyle's all over him. The tempo is just the thing is the tempo is getting slowed down by Solomon complaining at the referee. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it and just get the ball moving. This is exactly what Hull City want. They want to break Leeds' momentum. They want to slow the game down, and that is what they're doing. But Leeds are buying into it by arguing with the referee, by not quickening the tempo, by playing the ball consistently between the back line. There's got to be a little bit. Aronson is completely out the game. Aronson is completely out the game. Peru is completely out the game, but water is wet. Bogle. Great ball. Can James get onto it? Bogle. James. Rodon. Ampadu. Touchline. James does well. Ball in. Peru. He'll win the second, but yeah, I think Solomon's the outlet. Solomon's the outlet at the minute. It's pretty obvious that Solomon and probably Bogle in terms of the overlap is Leeds' best outlet right now. I'd say, but the physicality in the box just isn't there. You got Brendan Aronson coming in trying to win second balls, and Peru who's just the second to every ball really. Brilliant from Ampadu, fizzes the ball into Peru. And Peru plays an overhit ball to Aronson, who can't control the overhit pass. Peru's had a shocking start to the game. His percentages are so bad in some matches. A simple pass to Brendan Aronson, and he's completely overcooked it. It's just standards. It's like, it's just not good enough. It should be better there. Brendan Aronson's in a very good position, and he just overcooks it. Corner, Leeds, Rothwell. Rothwell in the corner. Awful corner, but it's in the box and it's gone wide. Yeah, just feels nothing's falling for us at the minute. It stinks of one of those days at the office. We've got to really start to yeah, exactly, alluvial. This is what I've just said, mate. It just feels like one of these games where it's just gonna is it gonna go in the back of the net? It just doesn't feel like it, does it? I mean, they just look at Hull. I mean, Hull, they can't even string two passes together. They can't even string two passes together and we're struggling. Bogle, still no options. James. There's a real intensity about Hull. There's a pedestrian nature to Leeds. We've missed two big chances during the game. And this is what I mean. You've got to take these chances. You've got to take these chances. Hull have had one and they've scored. Ampadu. Verba does well. I think Verba's had a good game. Maybe if you're to criticise him potentially for the goal with Ampadu, maybe Aronson doesn't catch the flight of the ball. It's actually a really good ball in from Solomon. I think Aronson was scared there of the goalkeeper coming out and clattering him. That looked like a really good flighted ball from Solomon. Talk to me here, guys. Is this a good flighted ball from Solomon? This looks like a really... Puts the ball in. Aronson's just completely unaware of where he is. Call throw. Do you think, Paul? I don't think he's been bad. I don't think Berber's been bad. I think we can. I think we can talk about him maybe for the goal, but I can talk about Ampadu for that goal as well, lads. Let's not just siphon out someone because he's not our favourite. But yeah, 100%. I think they're completely split there. I mean, in all fairness, with the goal, I'm gonna have to see it again. I don't want to see it again. But Verber's all the way up the pitch trying to get involved in an attack. So, yeah. On the left hand side, Pedro up against Tanaka. Ball in. Lads, I don't even want to comment. I don't even want to comment on what's just happened. I don't want to comment on what's just happened because left hand side, we're an absolute shambles. What is the goalkeeper doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? Ball literally pedestrian put across. Look at the state of him in net, man. I can't even. Hull should be 2-0 up. They've hit the post. Bogle runs the ball out of play. Melier is just horrific. He's a horrific goalkeeper. And he's even worse away from home. Hull have hit the post, and how they didn't score. How they didn't score. Do you know how meek and mild we look here? We look meek, we look mild. We're just, this is tepid. It's not good enough. Harrison's on the floor again. This time he wins a foul. Get on with it. Move it quicker. Move it quicker. Peru, pass the ball back to the free kick taker. No, he doesn't do it. He holds on to the ball for 10 seconds. Oh, my God. They just need a bollocking. They need an absolute bollocking, this Leeds team, for this first half. They should be 2-0 down. Exactly, Lee. They're not a good team, this whole side. They're 22nd, for goodness sake. Ball up. Verba wins it. Does well. Peru, back to goal. Rothwell, we're going back again. And we've gone back to centre-back from us having the ball up top. Rothwell. And it's, oh, my God. He needs half-time changes. Swear to God. But you've got to do it. So Hull have had 2 chances. They've hit the post. They've hit the post and they've scored a goal. Our efficiency's minging. Arison's on the floor again. 8th time. They've had 2 chances. Hull at 22nd. Hull 2 chances. The midfield's not been good enough as well, everybody. Rothwell, look, you know how much I love Rothwell. Nowhere near good enough in that midfield at the minute. Nowhere near good enough. Him and Tanaka have not got hold of the ball. They're not dictating it enough. Solomon's really, really trying to get things going here. And he wins a throw-in. But what's he going to do? What's he going to do? He's going to get to the byline. He's going to cross the ball in. And who's there? Who's running in? Aronson, who's on the floor 8-9 times during the game already. And Peru, who's just not going to win anything in a month of Sundays when it comes to a physical battle. What's the point? There you go. He's just lost another one there. Throw-in. Defender in front of Peru. Got to bring Joseph on. You've got to bring Joseph. It should start with Joseph. We all know that anyway. Verba. Peru. Yeah, and it's goalkeeper's ball. And it, Joe. Unbelievable. This is so bad. This is so bad. Aronson is having a stinker. Peru's having a stinker. Make changes, mate. Make changes. Can't do anything with Verber. I know some of you want Verber out. Can't do anything with him. Got no options. We got Schmidt, I guess, but he's not going to do that. So you don't like him, does he? But I don't think on the ball Verber's been that bad, to be honest. Can't do anything about the goalkeeper. He's just a bomb scare, isn't he? But it is what it is. What can we do? He's still the best keeper in the league. I'm not, guys. I'm negative about this performance right now. It's 22nd in the division, and the crap. And Abu Kamara scored against us, and they should have scored again. And we look rancid at the minute. Absolutely rancid. Here a Hull again. Kamara, Hull throw. It's 36 minutes in. The game has flown by, and we're still 1-0 down. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not upbeat about this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Jacobs just had a strike and it's whistled past the post. And Melee's screaming at the defence again. He's screaming at the defence again. The absolute cheek is... I mean, the defence have been absolutely abhorrent in this game, by the way, which just validates the people who think Strouk's crap. But that's an inch wide. An inch wide. Right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Anything happen, lads? No. Solomon, ball forward. I missed this. Aronson. Right. It's just, yeah, feels like it's just not our day, is it? Ball on the penalty spot, and it's somehow still not gone in. See those front post runs that I always speak about with Joseph, the front post runs he makes. See, Pro just doesn't do that. So those cutbacks just really don't work. So yeah. Ball in from Hull. Leeds need a goal, I think, before half time. I think we need a goal again before half time. A goal before half time, I should say. Currently, Sheffield United are drawing, by the way. So this is a real opportunity for Leeds. It's a massive opportunity, Leeds, to break away, to get to 55 points. Sheffield United will be on 50 points if it continues the way it is, which is 5 points clear. 5 points clear, and we're stumbling against a team. It's just unbelievable. And Peru, get in front of your flipping man, mate. Oh, God. Ampadu, well done. Gets absolutely hammered in the process there, by the way. That player has gone right in on him, and Ampadu's writhing around on the floor. That looked like a sore one. James, go into trouble, does well. Bogle on that right-hand side is going to get smashed, but Bogle's still got it. Aronson, Bogle again. There's no one in the box because he's not there. So Bogle has to go alone because he doesn't make front post runs. He's nowhere. Bogle has to shoot from a 10-degree angle. Sluggish in getting up with play. Bogle. And he's got nothing, no options in the middle. Peru eventually gets there. Anthony, I agree, mate. I agree. Ball in the box, headed away. We just know how this is going, Leeds fans. We know what we're like. Aronson goes all the way back to Bogle, all the way back home. Even though they've got 40 players in the box and so have we. Can we just increase the tempo here, lads? I'm just asking for a degree, a modicum of an increase here in tempo, in just intensity. Let's stop going around because currently we're going round the back of the team when we've got bodies in the box. Let's try get further forward. Brendan Aronson now. Ball in, horrendous ball in, and Verba shoots over the bar. This is just, I mean, the efficiency. Top of the league with this efficiency. It's how, this is just, they're not even doing a low block well. They're not even defending a low block well. Hull, we're getting through them so easily, but our finishing is just absolutely staggeringly bad. Yeah, everyone's bang on. We need subs. We need substitutions. We do need substitutions, and the ref's broken up play again for a head injury. And do you know what? If it carries on like it is, we are the losers of the day. We are the complete losers of the day, because I'll be honest with you, Sheffield United getting a point at Watford, I'd take a point at Watford right now. If you offered me at Leeds, and that's not just on our performance, I think Watford are going to be a problem. I think Watford are a good team. And we saw that at Ellen Road when they weren't that great in terms of where they were as a club. But yeah, 100%. Would I take that? Would I take a point at Watford? I really would. And I'll say that at the time, by the way, when we're playing Watford away, I will say I will take a point. It's one of those games where I'd take one. This is a joke right now. Aronson's, get him off. Get him off. Get him off the pitch. Not controlling the ball well enough. Giving possession away consistently. Just not in the game. Him and Peru, just how many warning signs do we need with these two over a consistent period? They're not good enough away from home in the Championship. Away from home, they're just not at it consistently. Flash in the pan game, yeah, but away from home, it's nowhere near it. Aronson gives away another foul. He's literally killing the game. But look, I don't want to say it because it's just like this agenda thing that I've apparently got. Agenda is some like negative feeling towards, I think, in a personal way, which I don't have. When you start this game in an away game with a workhorse up front, you are going to bring the team into the match. You're going to bring the team into the match. As Barnes been brought in at Burnley, to provide elements of quality? No, he's to come in certain types of game of which is going to benefit Burnley. Workhorse away from home, that's what you need. Oppressor away from home, that's what you need. Intensity away from home, that's what you need. And here come Hull again, and it's a shot over the bar. Have they been worse than us in this game? And who cares anyway? But they've had chances. They've hit the post. They've had one that's just gone wide. They've had a shot there. Back line looks crap, but it doesn't matter because Strouk's crap, isn't he? I'm coming more towards what you were thinking, Paul, in terms of Verba as well. God, this is bad. This is really bad. Really bad. Yeah, we look doggers. We do. I watched Burnley before this, and Burnley weren't great. But they look better on the ball than we did. They look much better on the ball than we do, sorry. And by the way, they're against Blackburn at Ewood Park. God, Solomon's playing with absolute duds at the minute. Anyone want the ball? Aronson, James puts the ball behind Tanaka. We're probably going to go back to the goalkeeper here. Peru has dropped all the way back. Rothwell goes back. We're going back again, people. We're going back. It's the safety option. Ampadu goes forward. Verber out wide. Plays a... Fuck me. Fuck me. Fucking hell. Fuck me. 5-yard pass. Verber puts it out of play. I'm not going to say anything. Because I've got the agenda and I've got the narrative with certain players. So I'm going to let you say it. All right? I'm going to let you say it. And by the way, towards the back end of that half, in terms of on the ball, Verba was absolutely horrendous. But just contextually, we didn't win against Blackburn and we thought to ourselves, right, we've not won against Blackburn. It's a game that we probably should have won. Okay. But we all came on this channel and we said, look, Blackburn, not great. We scored a goal and then 60 seconds later, we didn't only miss the first contact, but we missed the second contact with the corner, and then Blackburn went and scored. And look, Blackburn have lost to Burnley now and Sheffield United, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's fine. You go up against Ruben Sellers, who I think is a promising young manager, at Hull City, who are 22nd, who don't have a good team on the floor, and you perform like that. Now, still, some people will say, well, Connor, we've created chances. Well, we should be creating chances against Hull City. You know, that is the bare minimum, the absolute bare minimum against Hull City. And the XG will reflect that. I'm sure Leeds are on top. But Hull have missed a chance by a whisker from Jacobs on the edge of the box, which was a whisker wide. The keeper didn't move again and then carried on screaming at the defence, which is, he's done that in the last game as well. Or I should say, he did that against Derby County when the ball went over his head and went out for a goalkeeper. And he started screaming at the defenders when he was out of position. That was bizarre. Now, we're at a stage right now with Leeds where Sheffield United are drawing at Watford, which I've mentioned on the Watchalong. I think this is a really good result if they get one with the injuries that they've got at the minute. And I think Watford is a tough game for everyone this season. I think, you know, with Kiembe, Georgie, Bart in that team, I think they're one of the best teams to come to Elland Road. If Sheffield United, with the injuries that they've got, can go to Watford and get a point, and then you've got Burnley winning at Ewood Park early on, who expected this? And Leeds lose at Hull City. 22nd Hull City. It's nowhere near good enough. It's crap in terms of consistency. Don't blame the pitch because both teams have to play on that pitch. The passing, the tempo is all off. It is all off. Okay? In these sorts of games, we talk about the physicality sorts of games. You start with a workhorse up top and you bring the finisher on a little bit later on. How many tried and tested times do we need to do this for everybody to be on the same page? Okay. Brendan Aronson needed rested in this game. And I think that first half, it's abundantly obvious why he needed to be rested. Okay. It's abundantly obvious. It's another game of which he's struggling. He's on the pitch more. He's on the floor more times than he's actually got the ball at his feet. And they're breaking up the game, and they'll break up the game in the second half. That first goal, and I've not been like this, guys. You'll know me when you've been watching this sort of stuff. That first goal was the most aggravating thing that's happened. You've got a player who is below average in Abu Kamara able to do that. Meslier runs out as quick as he can, offers no obstacle for Abu Kamara whatsoever, and makes it so blatantly easy to put the ball over his head and into the goal. Good finish, but Meslier obstructed him. Absolutely not. In running out, he might as well have stayed in the goal. Might as well have done, because he offered no form of obstruction whatsoever. And then the whole game, I still think Hull have been a threat coming forward. It's nowhere near good enough. I don't care if we've had chances. Once again, we're against Hull City, who are 22nd. Sheffield United are drawing right now at Watford. And you've got Burnley, who have won earlier on today. If we end this weekend and we are the lesser contributors in terms of points, that is shocking. Shocking. My God. Right, guys. I know I said I wasn't going to go on about it, but big changes need to be made at halftime. It needs to happen. It needs to happen. I think we need to as a sort of obvious thing right now. I think we need to say that look, Aronson's tired, looks leggy, looks caught up on that pitch. Peru, give me strength. Is not is literally at points struggling to keep up with play. There's been points where Aronson's been in the box. And you've got Bogle. Right, okay. Here's one way of putting it, right? But Bogle getting to the byline, Aronson getting to the byline, where sometimes Aronson's done all right in that half in terms of getting to the byline, right? Pulling the ball back, as we've seen probably 4 times in that half. The one time Peru, the ball's been pulled back to him, he scuffed it and it's gone out and it's gone out, well, it's gone into the goalkeeper's hands. The difference between Joseph and the difference between Peru is at least when you get to the byline and cut the balls back, Joseph is there because he makes near post runs. Okay, constantly makes near post runs. It's been a problem for us because he can't finish, but at least he makes those runs. At least he makes those runs and has the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net. Peru doesn't do that, and he never has done that. It's not his game. I just think this is an example, a game like this, an example of why Joseph has to start and then Peru comes on as the finisher when legs are tired and when he can create those, can be within those spaces, those half spaces for Leeds United. The workhorse starts away from home. We've said it on the channel from day dot. And I think there's an intensity here which we're struggling with. But look, we have to win the game. We have to win the game. So I'm still going with the 2-1 Leeds win. Let's forget that performance has happened. Let's come out a different team, different lineup. And I'm just seeing this goal again, and I'm trying to see who, because there is blame. Cut inside. You're looking at Verber, aren't you? There, you're looking at Verber. It's a brilliant finish. The goalkeeper's come out with absolutely no. I mean, he's just embarrassing for Milan Mele. Another Like, what's the point in coming out? Stay in goal. Stay in goal. Because what have you done? You've not narrowed the angle for him. You've not put the jitters up him because you've not got there quick enough. You've actually hesitated in coming out and you've not even made yourself look big. You've offered no obstruction whatsoever. Listen, Verber, we can talk about for that goal as well, but I know he was up the pitch trying to create some attacking presence there. I think Ampadu maybe is at fault as well. Anyway, look, guys, we'll be back for the second half. Let's hope it's not going to be a stressful one, but my blood pressure is at the highest it's been this season. I'll see you for the second half. Oh, right. I've had some almond nuts, lads, so I've chilled out. Oh, man. Oh, right. Started again. Goal needed, no changes. So, Aronson, what is he doing? Okay, Verba needs a better half, I have to be honest. Right, we'll change the timer, lads. We'll change the timer. I need to lie down after this. Solomon. Tanaka. Oh my god! Tanaka! Oh my god! A goal from a midfielder! Al Tanaka has just absolutely rifled it into the top corner. Oh my god. I can't believe I had a shot from a midfielder. Tanaka absolutely rifles it into the top corner. What a goal. What a goal. Unreal, Tanaka. Thank the Lord. Jesus Christ. Tanaka's just absolutely roofed it. Come on. Tanaka. Love it. At last, the midfielder has had a shot. Something we all wanted. A midfielder having a strike. What a goal. Right, just get through this game. Just get through this game. Thank God. Right, let's keep the momentum now. Let's keep it going. Come on. Tanaka's just absolutely rifled it into the top corner. Brilliant. Thank the Lord for that. Leeds back on level terms. Oh. Right, come on. Let's not just languish now. All coming forward here. Jacob. Good effort. Good effort. Saved by Melier. He's a dangerous little player, that Jacob. He's got a good effort on him. Good strike on him. My God, what an effort that was from Tanaka. But let's keep it going, Leeds. Come on, let's keep it going. We need a second here. We know what seems to happen sometimes when Leeds get into it, that the other team just Leeds sort of score, don't they? And then we just sort of like rest on our laurels a little bit. Kamara. Ampadu. There is no way, by the way, I'm having Ampadu at centre-back as a preference. Absolutely nowhere. No way in a month of Sundays. Let's get Pascal back as soon as we can. I want him in midfield. You see the impact that Ampadu has in midfield. Just the game's completely different in there, and it's perfect for him. It's absolutely perfect for him. Right, 48 minutes gone. Come on, Leeds. Verba. Throw him. Tanaka. Aronson. Come on. Production. Solomon's literally running with him. No one's in the box. Don't rush it. Oh, Dan, come on, Dan. Come on. Just let's not have 40 chances and just score the one. Aronson, to be fair to him, has put a good ball in. He's had his halftime orange juice. And he's put a ball in. Dan James has just got to score. There's no pressure on him. Like the defender looks way behind him. Dan's got to score there. Peru leads up. No, Peru go inside. No, he's got okay outside. I meant Tanaka was on the overlap. Solomon. Ampadu. Rodon. Bogle. Oh my God. Sorry, everyone. I was like, It's a corner. Much better start to the half for Leeds. Corner to Leeds. Much better. It's how we should have started, by the way. It's how we should have started the game. Rothwell. Solomon. No, we're never going to get that, are we? It's come down with snow on it, that. Poor ball in from Solomon, really. It's got no pace on it. Bogle goes back up in the air. Solomon, good touch. He's done really well, Solomon. Brilliant, Solomon. Get out the way, Dan. Dan's just running in his way. Dash from the Incredibles. Get out the way. Solomon. Dan James again. Good ball. Aronson. Oh, no. We're all running the same direction. We're all running. When we get the ball on the byline, lads, when the ball's on the byline, we need to create different runs in there. Someone needs to stay. Someone needs to go to the back post. Someone needs to run to the near post. We're all just running at the same distance. That's the problem when we get to the byline. There's no one who makes that sort of clinical movement. Rodon. Bogle. Dan James. No, Dan. There's the thing up here. It's just between you sort of like either side of your head, mate. It's called a cranium. Use that brain, Dan. Don't just kick the ball randomly. Like, this is the good and the bad of Dan. Like, Dan has had some excellent moments this season, but he does still have brain dead moments, Dan James. As much as I love him, as much as we all love him, he's one of my favourite players. But Dan has this sometimes just erratic way of playing football matches. It can aid him, but other times it is just bizarre. And in a good chance there, Dan's just booted the ball out of play for no reason. Ampadu's a bit out of position here, and Rodon's got muddled with him, and Rodon's won it again. Leeds are in a bit of a weird position here. Rodon's now struggling to get, but Rodon's and Ampadu have been way off it. Ball struck on goal, Melier saves. They're still a little bit dangerous going forward. You know, our back line, I'm not just blaming Verba for this as well, because the back two have been good today. They've not been good. Max Verba offering the overlap. Solomon. Verba's still going. Corner Leeds. Verba, in all fairness to him, he is offering, and he's not a centre-back. Sorry, he is a centre-back. He's not a left-back. Fair play to him. He's offering that overlap, and it's not natural for him. You can tell. Rothwell. Leeds on top here. We've got to make this count. Ball in. Oh my God, we've missed it again. It's just these opportunities we're having. That looked like a real good opportunity for Leeds there as Tanaka chases it down. Whole throw. Bogle. Loses it. Simple ball there for Bogle. He's trying to take his man on. Right, Hull try to get out of this little pocket that they've been in for a while. It's Louis Coyle, who's done well. Verba wins it. And Verba kicks the ball against Solomon, and Louis Coyle gets it back. Verba's out of position here. He's miles out. Middle Leeds are all at sea. And this is Verba, by the way. This is Verba. Verba's just... It's 3 at the back here, lads. And Leeds have got 3 at the back, and Hull have got 4 coming forward, and Verba's out of position. He's not a left-back, mate. He's not a left-back. He's miles... I don't mind him going forward. He's actually offered some good moments going forward for Leeds United, but defensively on that left, he's a horror show. An absolute bomb scare at the minute in this game anyway. But Rodon and Ampadu are all over the place. All over the place. Hull corner. Guys, I tell you what, we do not look good defensively here at all. And I'm talking as a unit. We look so susceptible. If we were against the really good team here at this level, we'd be. I think we'd be 3 down by now. We look so vulnerable at the back. The space all the time. I think Verba, Rodon, and Ampadu are all having poor games. I think Ampadu looks all right coming forward, as does Verba, but this unit is poor. Leeds kick. The tempo needs to be increased still. Need to win this game. It's a must win. Sheffield have scored. Must win. Wow. Sheffield United have scored. Hoping I looked at my phone there. It'd have been 2-1 the other way as Rodon kicks the ball out for a throw-in. It's a must win now. It's a must win. Burnley and Sheffield United winning. Sunderland will win tomorrow against Portsmouth. And I don't care what all the apologists say. Oh, nothing's a must win until it's a must win at the end of the season. Hull away is one that we look back on like we looked at Birmingham and like we looked at other games last season where it just wasn't good enough. We've had too many of those away games this season. Blackburn, Millwall, Bristol City. Too many of them. Rodon, Solomon. Well played from Louis Coyle there. I mean, Solomon's getting upset. Solomon, it is. You lost it, mate. Yeah, I'd like to see Ramzani. I'd like to see Nonto. I think we need an injection still. Need an injection for me. Good teams do grind out results. Yeah, 2-1 Sheffield. It's a really good result, that, if they get it, by the way. It's a really good result. But we've had a moment of magic in this, which we needed, but our like general open ball play has been pretty crap. Like Hull have been. Is there an argument that Hull have been the better team? I don't know. This half, I don't think who scored from Andre Brooks for Sheffield United, but I don't think it's 50-50 again. Ampadu's on his arse and they threw again. Can't blame that on Verba. They're in again. What is going on? Kamara. We look shit at the back. We look absolutely crap at the back. It's so bad. They look dangerous every time they come forward. And look, it's credit to Hull, but they're not doing anything that imaginative. They're literally like, we're diving in, we're out of position. It's absolutely all over the place. Look at that. Kamara just all the time in the world to try pick his spot. They look like they're going to get this goal. They look like they're about to score, not us. That's how it feels at the minute with Leeds United. Ball in, corner. Kamara again. Unbelievable, this. Can we do something? No, Graham, you're right, mate. Graham, you're right. But this isn't just a Verba case. This is Ampadu and Rodon as a back two look really, really disjointed here. I'm telling you, this guy Abu Kamara is a poor player, and he's getting a bit of joy here, and he has had a bit of joy. The midfield protection isn't there. We're really missing Ampadu in midfield, and we're missing Pascal Struijk at the back. Dan James kept the ball in play. Does the old left foot thing, which never comes off. Hasn't come off, but speeds out to Rothwell. Verba. Good ball in. Over the bar. We're just not, mate. It's just like all these massive chances we just keep getting. They're just not going in, mate. They're just not going in. It's an unbelievable ball in from Verba. That's the asset that you have with Verba's left foot. You have a left foot out wide. Like Byram just doesn't do that with his left foot. You know, he just doesn't do that with his left foot. It's a right ball in from Verba. Dan James has gone with his left foot again, and it's over the bar. We've got to stop someone's got to tell Dan James to stop doing that. We've got to tell Dan James to stop shooting with his left foot and his head down. Leeds corner. Rothwell. Headed out. Man, there's a whole player down, which this is going to just be a constant thing now. Oh, I can't believe we're going to draw. I can't believe we're going to draw. And do you know what it is, lads? It's like that wonder goal from Tanaka. It feels like right now, since then, we've not really done anything. We've not really done anything. And that was in the 48th minute. It's now that was nearly 15 minutes ago. You know, it's brilliant. This game is edging away from us a little bit here. You know, we're definitely I don't know, with the team on top. I don't know. We look defensively that bad. Tanaka, it's like I mean, Peru is not in the game again, like he wasn't against Blackburn. Yeah, he just gets a pass by the fan base, which is mad, I find, but it is what it is. Hull have had to go all the way back. Good press from Leeds, but then we're slow from that. There's no one in the box though, Bogle, mate. Look at who's in the box. You've got Peru just stood there, and then Solomon. He needs to get subs on now, mate. He needs to get subs on now. Just Ramazani, Nonto, get some pace on. Solomon, Verba. But we're going to put the ball in the box, and it's just Peru, isn't it? Brilliant from Solomon. Nah. Oh! Yeah! Get in! He's not had a good game, but Dan James puts Leeds ahead. Oh, my God. Oh. God, the cutback at last. Flipping heck. Thank the Lord for that. Verba, Solomon, that's class. He's absolutely sat coiled down. It's deflected. Keeper's had a shocker, to be fair. Bogle, brilliant. And it's, brilliant from Bogle there. The mindset of Bogle. Solomon's done class there. It's deflected all over. A little bit of luck. Bogle's played it back. Fierce. All the pace is on the ball from Bogle. All the pace is on the ball. And Dan James just has to guide it in. He just has to guide it in. Get in. 2-1 Leeds. Thank God. Two-one. Thank God, lads. Thank God. Brilliant, Bogle. Leeds coming again. Bogle. Well, they're in each other's way. Peru's in Dan James's way. Again. Joel Peru, man. What the enigma that is Joel Peru. If you'd watched Joel Peru, right, and someone had said he's like third top scorer, you'd have been like, shut up. Are you joking? Like this guy. Do you know what I mean? It's the enigma that is Joel Peru. It's unbelievable. Just James is literally just having a little bit of a session there with Bogle in terms of just the synergy and the partnerships between them both. And Bogle and Peru's lost it again, and he just gets in the way. He's just in the way. That's what I'd call him at the minute. Our attacking players are getting into the game a little bit, although I'd still look at bringing Ramazani on just to kill the game off. But Peru, man. And James needed that because he hadn't had a good game either. Aaronson's definitely grown in this second half. He's definitely grown in this second half. I'd still look at replacing him, though. Oh, I went out. Oh, mate, they're a bad team. Yeah, just get it. This is what I mean, everyone. This is what this is what I've said. Like, first half, I was raging. But chat, I think it's right for you to be raging. I think it's right for you to be swearing, to be upset at that first half. Hull were right in the game. They still are in the game, but Leeds have turned it around. You know, and Leeds have done very well to turn it around, by the way. But that first half, we all know, lads, it wasn't good enough. It was not good enough, that first half. I almost feel bad about being frustrated, but it's a reflection of the half, isn't it? That first bit wasn't good. I mean, the second, the defense has been just poor, hasn't it? Really poor. We've missed Pascal Strout massively, massively, and Ampadu in that midfield, you know? But we're 2-1 up, so who cares? Ampadu does well. Well, so it's as you. So Byram's coming on now. Byram for Verber, I think. Is he injured again? He can't be injured again, can he? Is he injured again? He's had a really weird game. He's had a really weird game. Genuinely, like, I kind of want to stick up for Verber. I kind of want to stick up for him because he's been asked to do something that is a really difficult thing for him. Playing like as a almost a flying left wing back. Like, and I feel sorry for him a little bit. I do actually feel sorry for him. And I think in the game, in stages, he's been all right. I think his balls in have been decent. Dan's had a bad game, and he just like, I know he's got that goal, but flipping it, he's just choices in this game have been. That's the thing in it, though, lads. You score a goal and you've been the best player on the pitch all of a sudden. That's how football works to a lot of people, which I think is a bit mad. But yeah, currently Leeds on 55, but the other two are on 52 now, and everybody winning in the top three currently, which is not ideal, is it? We've probably looked at maybe that game for Burnley has been a tough one. That game for Sheffield United has been a tough one as well. And if they both win those games, it's good wins, really. Burnley with Sunderland up next. Leeds with Sheffield, I think it is, isn't it? Leeds with Sheffield and Sunderland, Sheffield United with Norwich. Does Farke hate Ramazani or something? What the fuck? I don't know, mate. You'll just get... I don't know. I don't think... thing is, in football, do you not think that if the manager doesn't do something, it must mean that there's something wrong with the player? Or like he's unfit or his head's not right. Maybe the manager just doesn't rate the player, and we can disagree with that. Do you know what I mean? We can 100% disagree with that. There always seems to be an excuse of, oh, well, the player's done this, the player's done that. It's like, well, nah. Maybe Farke just doesn't rate him and he's not making that substitution. Maybe that's just what it is. I can't remember the last time we turned a game around. Yeah, I know. Neither can I, mate. Peru. Oh, Leeds pressure's good. Yeah, I think Hull are struggling now a little bit. But it's 2-1. It's 2-1. It's just a set piece, isn't it? Ask Blackburn. Hull have the ball now. Bogle's... Oh, I was about to say Bogle's been good. He's just giving the ball away. Oh no. Here we go. Chance for Hull. Kamara. Yeah, we still look vulnerable, mate. The back. We still look really vulnerable. Coyle. Ball in again. Out from Bogle. Good defending. Dan James does well. Road on. James. Tanaka. Bogle. Bogle just goes long. And Peru's never, ever going to win a long ball, is he? Let's be honest. He's not going to win a long ball, is he, lads? Shout out to all of you in the building as well. If you've enjoyed it, please slap a like on the video. We're going into the fan forum after the game and my thoughts. Be good to see you guys over there. Jones. McLaughlin. Jacob, I think, has had a good game for them. On the ball anyway. Hull just getting a bit of the ball, a bit of momentum. I think with Farke now, what he'll want to do is he's probably looking defensively, isn't he? He's probably looking defensively and thinking, do you know what? We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. I think he sees like, oh, they've just given it to Leeds straight off the bat. Peru. The finisher. There he is. He's had a shocking game, but he's just put the ball in the back of the net. Hull have just absolutely folded, mate. They've just given him the ball. Wow. It's a good finish, to be fair. I have to say that to him. He's had a stinker, but it's a good finish. That's what I mean. A goal gets you out of it, doesn't it? And that's the thing. That's football nowadays. You know, that's football. So fair play to him. Great finish. I'm buzzing for him. But what a Hull doing, mate. Look at this. They've just given it to him. They've just passed the ball to Peru. I thought it's a good finish. That's what we like to see from him. We need to see more of that from him. Just those drilled finishes. But it's tired legs, isn't it? That's where Peru prevails, against tired legs. That's exactly what that was. Defender not reading the keeper's body positioning and pass. Peru's got it off him. Sluggish defense and just put it in. Maybe he just conserves energy. I don't know. 3-1 Leeds. Yeah, exactly, mate. You are right. You are right. Yeah. I know. Why can't we start like this? It don't matter. Don't matter though, does it? Don't matter. 3-1. Keeper's had a stinker, lads, hasn't he? What an absolute stinker. If you're Ruben Sellers, you must be thinking, how has this happened? How has this happened? 3-1 Leeds. 3,500, well, 3.1 thousand of you in the building. Everybody, please make sure you're slapping a like on the video. Here Leeds go again. Solomon. Runners either side of him. Hull are on their arse here. Solomon going on the other side. Oh, bloody hell. Solomon, I think, has gone for goal there. Ampadu wins it back. It's no foul. It shouldn't be a foul. Leeds win it back. The referee's soft. Oh, bloody hell. Guys, we're going to be doing the fan forum after this as well. Make sure you join. Hopefully we can get a little last minute. Wouldn't it be lovely if we got like a last minute goal? A last minute goal from Watford. Gabe's just said, Jesus, Tanaka, what a strike. How do we get on the fan phone in, mate? It's not a fan one, mate. You have to just be part of the Patreon as well, and then we get people on off the Patreon onto the chats afterwards, mate. We've got a little WhatsApp group, so if you want to come on after game, honestly, guys, just become part of the Patreon. You get invited into the WhatsApp group there. Solomon, Rothwell, Peru gets in his way. I think Leeds win it back, but I don't know. They've just panned to the crowd. Nope, there's a João Pedro on the floor. Kamara. Louis Coyle goes with his left foot. It's a good ball in. Headed out. Tanaka gives it back to Hull. Poor from Tanaka. Coyle. Kamara. You going to the Harrogate game, mate? I might be doing, mate. Yeah, Jimmy, we're doing all right, mate. We're doing all right. We've got on all platforms now. We've got 3.2k of you guys. That's great to see. Snowy says top content as ever, mate. Woeful performance, but we got through. Peru man of the match. You know it's Snowy, lad. Top man, mate. Really appreciate that. Shout out to Snowy. Shout out to Snowy and shout out to Ren as well in the chat. Shout out to you, mate. Top man. Yeah, 2 halves of football. This is great. I'm very happy that we're winning 3-1. Do you know what? I'm not elated because Sheffield United are winning their games. I thought that'd be a tough game for them, and it kind of keeps them in the picture. But listen, we were 1-0 down, so our defending's been bad, though, hasn't it? How bad has our defending been this game? That's why I'm just like, I'm almost just like, just get out of this. Just get out. Chef Wednesday, we need just give us a bit of a rest. Top of the table, going into a bit of a break for us. I don't care. Just get us out, mate. Leeds fans taking the mick out of the Tigers, which is always quite funny. And you got to give them a bit as well, because the whole City fans would have been giving it. They will have been giving it when they were 1-0 up. Leeds clear it anyway. Tanaka. So Leeds just look like they're seeing it out now. Like I said, it'd be nice to get some. It would be nice to get some subs on. I think right now, just getting out of it a little bit, getting mauled by the Tigers. Yeah, I guess it's not a championship winning performance, mate, but it's a win nonetheless. That's what I said after that first half. That first half was an absolute. I thought it was shocking. I thought it was shocking because they still had chances. They should have gone 2-0 up, lads. We all know it. They hit the post from a quite similar range to where James put the ball in the back of the net and Bogle played it backwards. These are a really poor team, though. You look at that third goal. We've not seen that. Oh, Wampadu. It's a big tackle that from Ampadu. But you don't really see that, do you? You don't really see teams just being like passing the ball out from the back, passing the ball out from the back like that. That you just don't see it. So, and just giving it to Peru, it's mad. Just checking the stats as well for the Sheffield game. Yeah, it looks pretty even. Second half, yeah, Watford have been the better team second half. If you to look at stats, but it doesn't matter, does it? I guess it's a right win for Sheffield. If we beat Watford down there, I think that would be a proper win. And to say they've got a threadbare squad as well. Yeah, I think this is just the thing is, lads. With this is it would be 3 away wins on the bounce. Although we know there's context. That first half was crap. And even that's the second half at the very beginning of it. Good. That second goal is sort of turned it in Leeds' favour massively, hasn't it? But do you know who's been poor? Rothwell. For all the agenda merchants in the chat below, Rothwell's been poor today. Yeah, I think he has. I don't think he's been good at all. Right, Hull throw, Hull corner. What? Hull free kick. All right, we should be able to defend this pretty well. It's pretty straight. Ball in. Three, two. Oh, God. Ampadu. Bogle. Oh, goodness me. Best keeper in the championship, though, lads. Remember that. Tanaka. James. Aronson. Bogle. Okay. Here come Hull. Hold on, good tackle. And he's giving it. Yeah, he's booking him as well. Well, Melier, can you deal with this fella? At this point, I just don't care. I'm just going to laugh at this point. If he does anything again, if that bozo concedes again, the anger that is coursing through my veins, I cannot even comprehend to you guys. I cannot even legislate how if we concede another one here, I feel like I'm probably going to flip this TV, smash up this 800-pound camera, and throw myself out of a window. If we lose this, if we draw this game, which will be a loss, it will be an utter shambolic embarrassment for this club. And I'm not even, look, I'm struggling with that goal because if I let out my true feelings, I'll get cancelled off this platform. Because for you guys, I do try keep PC, by the way. If if we concede a third to this lot, ball in, head it out. And Aronson gives the ball straight away. Aronson's been crap. He has been crap. James has been crap. Peru's been crap. But, you know, to be fair to them, 2/3 of them have got us out of this. It's been an awful performance. It has. I know we've scored 3 goals. I know it's going to be a win on the road, hopefully, if we don't just keep the ball away from that absolute bozo in the net. Keep the ball away from Bomb Scare. Keep it away from him. Just keep it away from him in net. Just keep it away. I'd rather have Daniel Farke in net. Dan James is in. Nope, he tried to lob him and the keeper's headed it. See, Melier, that's what you do. That's what you do, Elan. The goalkeeper's just headed it out when Dan James had to score. Dan James had to score, just lofted it over him, and it's 4-2. It's game over. You don't know with the French hologram in net, the bagel in net. But what does he do? What does Melier do? Just comes out and goes, oh, no, I've come out my goal. What do I do now? That's what he did for the first one. See the keeper there. Let's have a look at this. The goalkeeper Dan James doesn't get a bad loft on it as well. Look at that. Gives it the header. Brilliant. Made himself a big presence. See, Melee. That's what you do. Not just sit there. Oh, unbelievable. We have literally got arguably the championship's best side and one of the championship's worst goalkeepers in there. Fact. That's how imbalanced the team is. There's a goal set piece here. Hull have it on. Kamara wins it. Tanaka gets rid, and it's literally this game has completely turned around. Oh my god, Elan Melee, unbelievable. Ball in again from Hull, headed out from Rodon. Another throw in for Hull. 86 minutes. The best goalkeeper in the division, though. We've got between the sticks. Don't worry, Leeds fans. An assured goalkeeper. Would Cooper have done that? Would Patterson have done that? Would Palmer have done that? Would Ainsley Pears have done that? Would James Trafford have done that? No, they wouldn't, because they're assured goalkeepers. Ball in again. Well, he's caught it. Get out, Melier, lad. He's caught it. Calm it down, mate. We're 3-2 up. Get the ball away from him. Get it away from him. Just get the ball away from him. Guys, just remember when I get flack on the rumour mill every day for saying the number one priority for Leeds United should be a net, the flack I get for it, because it has to be a number 10. Bearing in mind the amount of goals we've scored, even though we're not profitable in front of goal, you build from the back right. They've got James Trafford, you've got Palmer, you've got Ainsley Pears, you've got Patterson, you've got Cooper, right? All in the comprising of the top 6 in this division, okay? When it comes to goalkeepers, or it might have mixed up a little bit when it comes to teams out. They're the best in the division. That's replicated by the teams at the top. We have got this absolute bomb scare in there, right? This bomb scare. And this is why on every video, I feel like I'm the only person on this platform who says the number one position that Leeds have to go in for is a goalkeeper, because they are the incremental improvements, the marginal gains that Leeds United get. This guy is much more harmful to us than going out, than having the rest of the season with Brendan Aronson. 100%. There is one position which Leeds United need to improve on. He's arguably at fault for both goals. In fact, no, he is at fault for both goals again today. That second one is laughable. The ball's going over the bar and he palms it into the Hull City player's path. It's embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. I'm looking forward to seeing his goals prevented, where he's going to be in the minus zone even further now, putting him in like 19th position. But he's at top of the table, Leeds United. Get rid of him. Louis Coyle. And suddenly we're under pressure. Kamara. Corner Hull. Suddenly we're absolutely, my language, shitting ourselves. The team does so well to get 3-1 in 3-1 in front, and then you've got this happening right now. And if Hull just put it on him, if they literally put it on, if they get Jones and McLaughlin in and around this goalkeeper, he's going to fumble it and it's going to be 3-3. If they get this right, ball in. He flaps, doesn't get to it. Kamara, 3-3. Had to be him, didn't it? Had to be him. I'm getting clipped up for this guy, mate. I'm getting clipped up for him. Fucking embarrassment, mate. Absolute embarrassment. Even with Byram heading it out, why is he not clattering Byram and shouting for it? Why is he not saying, my ball, Ulan's, with his big, deep voice? All Melier's fault again. Embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. And he brings Joseph on. Wow. Well in, Danny boy. He brings Joseph on for a minute left. Wow. Why don't you bring Darlow on? Why don't you go in there? I don't even think I've got a 3-3 scoreline. Have I got a 3-3 scoreline? Yeah. Well done, Leeds. We have completely bottled it. Bottled it. But it doesn't matter because Elan Melee is between the sticks and he's going to follow the Whites into the Premier League. And we've got the best keeper in the division, apparently. Absolute shit show. How we've let this happen. Please score. Joseph. I can't believe it. I can believe it. Of course I can believe it. Bottled it. Don't you dare. Ampadu. Score a goal. Oh, fucking Ampadu, man. I can't believe what I'm watching. I actually can't believe this has happened. Even by my standards of being a Leeds fan, this implosion is pretty spectacular. And let's be honest, we've been shit all game. We've been shit all game. We're bailed out by their goalkeeping error, a goalkeeper who is in the bottom three. And then we've got our bozo goalkeeper, the absolute embarrassment between the sticks, doing what he does. It is just unbelievable. It is unbelievable how this has happened today. Sheffield United winning at Watford, Burnley winning at Blackburn. Two really difficult games. And then what do? We go to Hull and put in a below par performance. The defence has been shit all day. And this is why you need Ampadu in the middle and Strauch at the back and not this absolute goal. Went on a run with Ampadu. No one cares. That was last season and there's context applied to that. It wasn't just Ampadu in that side that made Leeds United go on that run. It was other factors as well. And Verba, nowhere near good enough today. And I'll admit that. Rodon's been crap. But the guy in between the sticks is an abomination. Get rid of him. Get rid of him because he's going to cost us promotion. He's going to go, it doesn't matter, Connor. It doesn't matter, Connor. Just bear in mind, I've been calling for this guy to be out of this team for 5 years. 5 years. To cause Leeds United more problems than he benefits us. The whole thing is keeping the ball away from him. Does Cooper, does Palmer, does Pearce, Ainsley Pearce, does any of them do what this guy does? Absolutely not. There's no one in the box still. And I say Joseph for that as well. I agree. It's just... I can't believe it, Leeds. I can't believe you bottled it like this. I can't believe we bottled it like this. Get the ball in the box. Deliver it. Solomon. Instant match reaction after this. Rolled on. James puts a laughable ball into the box, which is cleared. And that's it. Fucking bottled it. Embarrassment. Shit. See you on the instant match reaction.